I know one thing, this thing's running really good. That's awesome.
This one is too.
Yeah.
Got a new tire.
Though.
Got a new tire.
Yeah. And a bigger tank.
Huh?
And the bigger tank.
And a bigger tank. Yeah, I can go.
Yeah, it's a perfect color. See-through.
What I forget. I forget what I calculated. I can go 90 miles.
Right.
Maybe. Might have calculated to 100. I don't think. No, I don't think so. I think it's 90.
Well, they say this will do 85, but I really don't want to run it out and leave it in the desert.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
I got a strap on so I can hook it to another bike and have them pull me if I run out of gas. So.
I'm in gear. I'm in gear.
Good Yamaha.
I think my clutch is wearing out. this is it.
What?
I missed my turn.
Huh?
I missed my turn.
Oh?
Yeah, we can go on down. I don't like turning around. Well,
That rod will take you out over there. Sprinkler, we got a jump brake if you want.
go ahead. Huh?
Crazy rock formations.
That is one gnarly rock.
Yeah. I really hate to fall off of that. That would suck. Kind of rocky coming down that, but did pretty good.
Yeah, this other one coming down is really deep ruts.
Yeah.
I couldn't bring my UTV down, I'd high center. Hell, I high center going down into Sage Creek Crossing.
Oh.
Now, that rock, Roger's Rock, the one he broke his ankle on, that thing has just been dug out.
I see a traco out here once in a while, so.
There's some sharp rocks down in here too. They're sharp as glass.
Just gotta go slow and take it easy.
Yeah.
Clutch, brake, and auto control.
How's my tire look?
Looks good. I don't think it's flat, but that's me.
Well,
It doesn't look like it's flat because normally when they're flat, they're lower.
it feels just a little bit soft.
And it could possibly use some, you know, but I can't. I mean,
Yeah,
you got air on hand.
You know, I'm supposed to run 10 to 6 psi.
Right.
Well, I like it at 10.
Right.
Except there was one time when I was running 10 in the back and 10 in the front, and the front was pushing a little bit, and I dropped it to 8, and it helped.
I know when I rode your bike though, both your tires it feels so much different than just regular tubes because they get so much more traction.
Yeah.
You know, it's just amazing.
Yeah, it gets a nice flat profile on the tire.
Yeah. I get back to working again, I'll probably get me a tubeless setup. I do like it. You know, I think it's pretty good.
Well, it's sure a hell of a lot easier to change than a Moose.
Yeah.
And you're going to wear tires out.
Yeah, you see, I've never bought a set of Mooses either. I had a set on that Yamaha, and that was it. But they'd been in there so long, they had to saw the whole tire off because they didn't want to come apart. Which I kind of think that's bullshit in a way because I've taken so many tires on and off now that he shouldn't have cut the tire in half to get it off. But
Ricky Brabeck melted one going across a dry lake.
I believe it. You know, they don't last too long because they're rubber too, you know. So
they're foam rubber, yeah.
You know, it just wears out in 15, 20 hours. So I can see how a Moose could be a pain in the ass because a regular tube, I do like regular tubes because the simple fact is you just throw it together and throw it on, you know. But I don't think the tubeless would be that hard to do. Like, I know I could do it mechanically. So, you know, like I say, I get back to work and I think I am going to put a tubeless on this, but I'm not in a hurry. I'm thankful that I just got it paid for. I got some bins and
I noticed today I got a spare bladder for the front. I think I'll buy a spare bladder for the rear, just in case.
Oh, or in case they go eventually. Yeah. But at least they go a ways, you know. I mean.
Yeah, I didn't want to go through those clay pits.
Right.
Because I just washed my rear tire.
And that's the thing, those rock hounds come out here and they just dig a hole and then they don't ever fill them back up.
I chewed a guy out about that. Well, one guy, I told him, I said, it's going to take 1,000,000 years to repair the damage you've done here.
Yeah.
Now, he filled it back up, but he put all the little rocks on the bottom and the big rocks in the middle of the road.
That's stupid.
And then another guy that mining over there toward the water troughs.
Yeah.
He stopped to talk to me one day, and I told him, I said, what I really don't like is people that dig holes out here and leave them. You know, because motorcyclists disappear.
Well, yeah, anybody in anything though, you know, that. And what's worse is when they do it right on the main fucking road. It's
yeah,
like, you couldn't have gone a few feet off of the main road, you fuckface.
I said, if you're going to dig across the road, maybe you got a right to do that.
Right.
But fill that hole back up and don't put the big rocks on top.
Yeah, that way people can drive across and not have to worry. But what I don't get is why dig a hole right on the main road?
Well,
right on the fucking main road.
They start following a vein. Huh? And they're going to keep going. And I think as miners, I think they got a right. You know, it's not a main highway, so.
Yeah, but I don't understand why isn't that common sense though? Right on the main road? I mean, come on, you fucking retard.
They don't care.
I know, but that's fucked up. It's common sense.
It's their money.
Oh,
Man,
yeah,
they're going after agate or jasper or something that's half precious. And
what I'm surprised is how they're getting more expensive rock out of here when where do you get money for all this rock? Where do you do it all? You know, I mean.
Oh, there's a guy on TV. He has a Jay's Mine Finds or something, and he's always advertising plume agate from Graveyard Point. And there's a guy over in somewhere. I saw a guy that had made hand grips for a Western style revolver.
Huh? Out of rock?
Out of plume agate. God, they were beautiful.
I bet. It's kind of odd to see it out of rock, but you know that's not surprising.
They got to saw it. They got to saw it, and then they got to radius it, shape it, hope it doesn't chip.
Right.
Well, where do you want to go?
I don't know.
Want to go back to the valley and ride some of the fast trails back there? Go down to Sucker Creek up on the ridge above?
I don't care. I'm just cruising. I've been out here a lot.
Fucking beavers have dammed the creek up. I don't think it's too deep to cross. I contacted the BLM about it. I said, you guys blasted those dams out before. I think they need to be blasted out again. He says, that's not our road. I gave him the GPS coordinates. He said, that's not our road. I said, well, who else would bring heavy equipment out here and haul hundreds, thousands of yards of gravel and make a road?
Well, I know they did
it's a power line company.
Oh.
Probably.
Well, they made that main road because of that fire. And there wasn't anything to cruise on, and they made a whole main road out. You know.
Well, they
last time I went across basically Sucker Creek Draw, just that main crossing. It was lower than it was when we crossed it.
He said that wasn't there, so it must have been the power company that blasted those beaver dams out before. Or maybe just some local guy that had a stick of dynamite.
I don't know.
You know, maybe a guy could get in there with I haven't been down to look at the dam, but I know it's a beaver dam. I saw the beaver cut down a tree, hauled it off somewhere, and. You know, a guy might be able to find it, might be able to get in there with a pickaxe and pull some of the sticks out or something and get it running through.
Right.
The beaver just plug it up again, though. Yeah. Well, let's go back to the valley.
All right.
I'll show you something on the way back, I think.
Okay.
Started in gear. Huh?
Said that might get rocky if we go up this trail, but...
You think that's a cow trail?
Maybe. Possibly. That makes sense.
Might be worth exploring someday. I don't want to do it today.
Okay.
Ah. This tool ain't much good. That's good enough. Somebody shot holes in this gate post. What's that?
Oh.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Better than having a string tighter than a banjo.
Yeah. The fence is up. Put it up when you go there. If it's down, leave it down.
I was up here one time in my UTV. There's a herd of cattle grazing right down there in that flat land. There's a coyote just laying there like this, watching them. And I had my 257 Magnum rifle with scope on it. And I chased that coyote across the valley. Pew, 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 till he disappeared over the hill. I wasn't leading him good enough.
Right.
But he knew what the shots were. He was aware of gunfire. This fence here was all wood fence. Sage what the hell was the name of the fire? Fire that burned up the whole damn desert.
Oh, I know. I can't remember the name either, but I know what you're talking about. That big fire we had.
Yeah. Anyway, it took out most of this fence. Just a couple of wooden poles left. The rest of them burned off and laying along the ground. I came along, picked them up, took them home, used them for firewood.
So.
I think it was Amon's cattle, and he grazes them on his own. I don't think that's his land, and he grazes them on his own place down over there. And I've seen I've seen coyotes right at the top of this ridge, sitting there watching those cattle. They just wait for one of them to have a calf, because they're pretty well disabled for a while after they have a calf.
Yeah.
And the calf, of course, is bait.
Yeah. Coyotes are kind of a desert maggot in a way.
There goes a hay truck, man. That big old, see that big old long truck? That's chopped hay, probably, down there just coming out from behind that shed. Let's see, that's probably Johnstone Road, huh? Yeah, that'd be Johnstone Road. He's probably headed up there to the stockyards.
Probably.
This long flat ridge here, and the one going that way that has the airport on top of it, that used to be my dad's.
Oh.
Back in 49, 50, 51, 52, and he cleaned it up and built some pipelines and sold it to Tostin's. And then Tostin's retired and sold the place to Johnstone's, I think. And they needed a place to live, so they rented my brother's house from my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And for the rent payments, my dad let Albert live in the house on the farm. There's a little trading there.
Yeah, they've pretty much been living there a while.
I don't know. I suppose Albert eventually sold that place, probably not till after Tostin's moved out. I love this country out here. I just love it. Started in gear. I'm loving this bike more all the time. Yeah. I saw a coyote sitting up there on that hill one time. He had a view of the whole valley. He's just waiting for a rabbit to move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think somebody busted through it with a four-wheel drive truck.
Probably. Or a UTV or something. Because it's fucked up.
You got it?
Yeah, it's just... It's a fucking mess.
I can't see you.
Ain't much of a gate left, really.
Scattered all the way down the hill there.
Yeah, there's pieces of it. Somebody had to hit it going pretty fast. Something did anyways, because it's fucked up majorly. You alright through there?
You know, I'll bet there's a fault line at the base of every one of those ridges.
Yeah.
You just can't see it.
Right. So it grows enough.
Well, what do you want? You want to go down a rock gully?
Do you?
Huh?
Do you? I have no problem with the rock gully.
I don't either. Yeah?
I filled out this. I learned how to balance and clutch throttle control right there. I'm used to this area. You gotta stand up and just go slow over the drop.
I don't wanna. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
32 miles.
Oh, nice.
My hands are cramping up on me. That thing ain't working. There's a grave right out here somewhere. So, is that a real grave or is that just a memorial?
I'm not sure, but I'm glad that no one's destroyed it.
I don't think you can just bury somebody out here.
No, it might be ashes though. You can do the ashes. Just bug, there isn't a day that goes by that we don't try to come out. Aww. Mom and Dad.
Huh?
Just a big, there isn't a day that goes by that we don't cry, that we don't beg for you to come home. We miss you, we'll love you forever, Mom and Dad. I believe the guy committed suicide at 21.
Huh.
Left himself. I believe it's ashes. I don't think it's a body, but yeah, what I'm surprised is no one's destroyed it. And I hope it doesn't, because I don't like when people destroy
Well,
stuff
shit, they
like
got
that.
lights on it at night.
Well, yeah, they come on, I imagine. But yeah, I'm glad it's not being destroyed in any ways. So,
Well, somebody cared, for sure. Mom and Dad, I guess.
yeah, I think I see a what? Oh, some sort of this little spinner thing was to this.
I bet you that girl on that touring bike, I bet you she was hauling eggs and bacon and cooking utensils.
They could.
Probably had a case of rubbers in there too.
You never know with people, man.
Like that commercial on television. Did you bring condoms? The guy
No, it's not as fun with condoms.
Did you bring condoms? Pretty soon her dad says, "Condoms, Charlie. She wants to know if you brought condoms." And he says, "Yeah, I brought some," and then she gives him a dirty look.
319. Oh, good.
Uh-oh. Guess it's not always going to start in gear.
Oh, it will. Mine does. Oh, wait. Mine's a two-stroke.
Mine started in gear. came through here one time, and there was a guy in a truck down here with his front and rear bumper on the bank, and his wheels couldn't get any traction.
That sucks.
Let's call it a day.
Huh?
Let's call it a day.
Good birdie.
Go home.